Hello, hello. Oh, big yawn. Welcome to the daily 1 hour political live stream here on the Black and Orange channel. I am so glad you're here. I am known as Autumn around these parts, partner. And I'm Autumn around these parts, partner. And this is my trusty, well, he's not really a horse. He's a cat. This is Trigger. No, this is Boo Boo's and Kitty. So anyway, you have to excuse me. I'm trying to. Whoops! What is the black thing in front of the camera? Hey! All right. Anyway, I'm having some nail issues. I'm trying to sort out while I'm catching up here, catching you guys up. I am so howdy, partner, and I am here every day, other than a couple of days when I had a emergency. I have been here every day since the day after Christmas, so I just keep showing up, and I'm going to keep showing up for the foreseeable future. I usually spend the first 10 or 15 minutes where I take your questions, so anything out of the chat, sweetie. My co-host here is my positive energy generator, which I need with reading on these really generally awful people. And but I usually take your the first 10 or 15 minutes, I take your questions. So if you have anything that you would like me to look at, it's all political, nothing personal, I'm afraid, just political stuff, then just put it in the chat in all caps. Anything that's in the chat in all caps is kind of for me. And then otherwise you guys can just type normally and talk amongst yourselves, because you guys are really supportive of each other, really nice to each other, and I am very, very grateful. Yes. We also have the best moderators on the internet, for which I am also extremely grateful. So if I do not acknowledge you, or I don't read on your question, or I don't end up reading on your question, it is never anything personal. It really isn't. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not trying to slight anybody. It's not like, oh, you have been deemed unworthy. No, you're not unworthy. You're great. So what else? Oh, and 10% of the gross income, all the money that comes into the channel from any source, well, all the income, not that much, but you know, one, thank you very much. But two, 10% of it goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. And I make those donations quarterly. I guess sometimes I've once, I think the first year I may have made them annually, but now I do it quarterly. The beauty of QuickBooks. QuickBooks Self-Employed is really actually quite good, and it tells me exactly how much. It helps me figure out how much I owe here, how much I owe there. But anyway, all right. I'm so glad you're here, and thank you for being here. I'm sorry about my little delay here, but I figured it would be better if I actually showed up. You know, since you guys showed up, I figured I should not be rude. But I'm here, and I have cards, and I am ready to go. All right, I'm gonna scroll up. I'm gonna look for anything in all caps. You are adorable, but you want to play. You're also tired. I can tell you're tired. I know you're tired, and I know you're tired because you keep wanting to. Yes. You keep wanting to reach out and paw me every time I try to do something. But you're a good boy. Is it okay if I look for the questions? Yeah, it's okay? All right, I can look for the questions. Okay, all right, scrolling all the way up. Whoops, that's too far. Well, slightly, there we go. Okay, scrolling up. Uncover the news. Kristen's here. Kristen is just on it. Talk about uncover the news. If it's breaking, Kristen knows it. That's how this works. Okay. Bonjour. Okay. New Hampshire issues mask mandate ahead of motorcycle rally. Sturgis was a clear warning. Okay. Revealed. Spoiler candidate Kanye West met with Jared Kushner amid efforts to derail the Biden campaign. Quelle surprise. I'm shocked. Aren't you kidding? Does he look shocked? Rob Reiner tweet, starting to hear Donald Trump's racist, sexist death rattle. God bless you, Rob Reiner. George Takai tweet, this will be good too. Yes, it will. Oh, are you tired? You are really tired. Yes, you are. Oh, poor little sweetheart. No. Starting to hear Tucker Carlson thinks it's cool to mispronounce Kamala Harris's name. What sounds like Tucker? God bless you, George Takai. That was awesome. Oh, sorry, I've got to put myself back together after that one. Oh, sorry. Okay, JT. Hello. Will Postmaster DeJoy be forced to resign for what he's doing at the post office? I hope he goes to jail. But I'll be happy to look to see if this jerk is going to resign. What sounds like Tucker? Well, you have options. And you want to be, if you want to be truthful, none of them are good that I can think of. Some of which I can say on camera, but not the main one. I'm sure he means mucker, as in to get down in the muck, in the dirt. And I think there's an actual, I'm sure that's what he means. Like a slang term, bucker, like a rodeo. I'm sure that's it. That's it, right? Right? Sucker, like a lollipop. I'm sure that's it. Okay. Bette Midler. Oh wow. Boy, it's a good day in the Twitter universe. Trump has already called Kamala Harris nasty, which apparently is his go-to insult for women. No, that's yes, absolutely. He's already called her, I believe he's already called her nasty and disrespectful. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet, Donnie? Anyway, hello, Kathleen. Will there be presidential and vice presidential debates? Let's have a look at that. Although I am a little worried that people are getting their hopes up too high. I mean, it's not like she's going to go out there and physically, she's not going to go out there and punch she's not going to go out there and punch Pence in the nose. So she's very good. She's one of the best. But at the same time, let's not set expectations so high that she has to do unreasonable things. But that's just a thought. Just want to throw that out there. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Kristen saying Kamala Harris is already being given the birther treatment. Yes, please make America think again. Mari. Or Mary. I'm sorry if I keep mispronouncing your name. Greetings, Autumn and Boo Boo Kitty. Good day, everyone. Absolutely. Hey, Steve. Lovers love, haters hate. What direction will Harris have on the fence sitters between Biden and Trump? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Let us look. Let us look. Yeah. Saved. Saved. So tired of people DLC. I'm so tired of Trump scaring people for votes. I don't believe it. Oh, The Daily Show. Kristen has a tweet from The Daily Show. Tweet exclusive. White House officials are exploring legal options to ensure Mike Pence can participate in the VP debate with Kamala Harris. Mother will not approve. I love that. Oh my gosh. Yes, Renee, Trump always accuses everyone else of what he's done. Yes, it's projection. Absolutely. JT again. Will the Lincoln Project ads help the Dems sweep the upcoming election? They're definitely helping. I'm reaching my energy out. I'm not feeling anything specific. So I'm sorry. I'm not feeling like there's anything for me to read on that today, but there may be in future. There may be in future, absolutely. So oh, YouTube just said you have 100 more comments. Here, have them all at once, and we're gonna knock you all the way down to the end so you miss all the good stuff. Thanks. Not that there's not good stuff at the end, but you know. Revolution Ricky, I'm back. Hello, Ricky. Cindy, hey Cindy. Autumn, can you read on Joe Biden's health? Sure. Joe Biden's health? Let us look. Okay, Steve, I don't know what YouTube did, but I have so much difficulty bringing you up live when I click on the channel. I see postings as early as 15 minutes early when I do get on late. Just so sorry. I wish I think you know by now, if I had control over it, I would do anything. Although I did, gosh, who was it? One of you wonderful people showed how I can do the time stamping so that it will, after the live stream, it'll show up as like little chapters for the different readings, just in the red bar along the bottom. It's really cool. Thank you. So I'll be doing that. I did yesterday and the day before. It's like, oh, look. So, Michelle, I've pronounced his name with a PH in front of the T. Yes, PH. Yes. Exactly. Oh, Kirsten, Tony Schwartz tweet. Jared Kushner meets with Kanye West. They deserve each other. Yes. We deserve to be free of both of them and their insidious plotting. Yes, Mr. Schwartz. Agreed. Ricky, is Pence even going to be awake during the debates? Oh, yeah. Is there going to be a VP debate? Yep. There's actually, I think I should probably split it into two. So let me make that its own. There we go. And there. And there. And paste. And someday I'll understand what's going on with the when I paste things, but alas, the moment I don't. Okay. All right. And okay, what is next here? This is happening in Iowa. This is happening in Iowa. I don't know what's happening in Iowa. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, okay. It jumped. All right, where are you? Ricky, there's my tag team partner, Boo Boo Zankiri. He is the good boy. It was just wave 2 from outside. I love the word insidious. It is a good word. I feel like those anchors on TV who, there's like a glass window there and people wave at them. But anyway, love the kitty pics. Oh, good. I'm glad. That is the point, to just give a little little boost, little endorphin, just a tiny bit of cuteness. Steve, Pence's entire vice presidency is sleepwalking. If the sleepwalking involves kissing one orange rear end. Anyway, Debbie, will Trump pick Nikki Haley as a VP pick instead of Pence? We'll see on that. But oh, alchemy, removal of sorting machines in Iowa post offices. I saw that yesterday. I went looking for it from like a reputable major news outlet, and I couldn't find anything on it. So I'll have a look to see if that's actually happening, because this might be a conspiracy theory. All right, let's have a look at that. All right, so we have a number of questions here. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I think I've got most of it. So I'm so sorry. Oh, I hear you, Ricky. If the QAnon candidates make it to Congress, will they be taken seriously? Let's just put QAnon candidates, will they make it into Congress? I think I've read on this at some point, but I can't remember. All right. Let's start with, will Postmaster, oh, that here, let's move let's move the post office question up, because it makes it a lot easier to stay in the energy. It's like I'm there anyway in the energy, and I don't have to go back and forth. Debates, Biden's health, Harris, Nikki Haley, QAnon candidates. Alrighty. Will Postmaster, not a joy, DeJoy, but not a joy. Let me reach out for the energy here. Hey, Becca from House of Lenormand. I hope you are doing well. Actually, I hope all of you are doing well, but Becca is a fellow, I don't know, are we, I know we are blessed to have YouTube channels where we have people who come to watch, which is a great blessing. There's a small amount of masochism involved in going into this energy all the time, but it's for the good. It's to calm people down. It really is to calm you down. Okay. Oh, wait. Autumn, please recommend a reputable news source. Thanks. I understand, Jenny. But wait, Mars has, it's not in all caps, but I think we do need to look at, is Trump panicking because of the choice of, matter of fact, that should go right here. And then the health should go, no, it shouldn't. I'll just leave that there. Okay. We are at 18 and a bit. Okay. Apparently, if I do this, then and I think I have to start taking these things out, but I'll mess with that later. We'll start here. Okay. Oh, yes, Becca had a really important live stream yesterday. It was some very important warnings about, you know, some people, and there's no names. I mean, why give them more? Why give them more views? But I think you can tell if you pay attention. Yeah, please be vigilant. There are some people out there who are readers, or psychics, or astrologers, or what have you, who are really pushing conspiracy theories, and they don't even want to come close to the truth. They just want to embrace the most outlandish things. And you get more views that way, I guess. I wouldn't want it because this is a spiritual practice for me. So, but just, if there's a reader that you run across or you watch sometimes or whatever, and they're just like, this conspiracy theory, this conspiracy theory, this conspiracy theory, and they're going, yes, this is true and this is true, and you know, you know, Biden's a lizard person, and whatever else. Kamala Harris wasn't born in America. You see the cards say, walk away. Downvote, goodbye. Okay. Kristen, I'm not going to repeat that one on camera, but thank you. Thank you. I have a mint in my mouth just for a second here. So I'm reaching out for the energy. DeJoy. I'm shaking my head. I'm just shaking my head. This guy, I don't even know how to put this nicely. I'm going to be blunt, so forgive me. This guy has his this guy doesn't get a sunburn on his head, on his bald head, because he keeps his head somewhere that never sees light. Well, unless Trump gets his way. Wow. And it's that like Jimmy Jim Jordan thing where these men have such entitlement that it's such entitlement that they cannot picture a world where they are not superior, where they don't have the answer. And it's just, you cannot talk sense into this man. From his energy, I'd say you no. Is he going to be forced to resign for what he's doing in the post offices? Well, first of all, the closer we're getting to, after yesterday, the closer we're getting to election day, it feels almost like, do you guys remember those pictures where they would try to explain what gravity looks like, and it'd show like the solar system and the sun in the center, and you can picture it like it's actually three-dimensional. You can picture it like a two-dimensional plane, and the sun sits there and it makes this deep well. And then you have these smaller planets and they have their own wells, but they're not, of course, as deep as the sun in the middle. It feels like we're trying to go around, we're trying to do, sorry, it goes this way. We're trying to do our thing, but it feels like everything is it's like we're starting to slide in, and like all the energy is just going whoosh, like it's just everything's going toward election day. All the energy. So here we have the ten of cups, ghosts are cups, and this is the 10 of cups, and this is people voting, but specifically voting for Democratic candidates. And yeah, he would need to worry. He's a saboteur. I got this card for him last time I read on him. This is a spy. This is a saboteur. That's what he is. That's his job. That's why he has that job. That's what he wants to do. He wants to basically find the weak spots. because he has his, and of course he's rich, so he's a white man who has money, who thinks that who is not evolved and who thinks that he knows best because he has money. Oh, it's not going to go well for him. Actually, it's not going well for the country. Okay. I want to know exactly what this could mean. This could have a couple. It even feels like it could have a couple of different meanings. Let me look at this specifically. But this is just him being absolutely awful, shocking. Thank you, Regina. Thank you. Okay, so this death card, because I also get cups for this is the card of partnership, but I also get cups for medical personnel working in a partnership. And slowing down the mail is it's slowing down people's medications and other very important, filters and parts for important medical devices. And well, Sarah Cooper's going to get a comedy special. Good. So what is this death here? Is this just the illness and people being hurt by what DeJoy is doing? Or is this the death of his political career where Democrats pull together and with the people in the country and are like, new? So what is this death card referring to specifically? I'm gonna reach out for my energy here. Reach out for the energy. Okay, interesting. Justice. Decisions, Two of Swords. Emperor. I think the courts are going to get involved. I don't think it's enough. I don't think Congress can do enough right now. I think the courts are going to get involved. And they're going to make a decision about what Trump is doing. And this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt Trump. This is going to hurt what they're trying to do, and it pushes people even more toward Democrats. I am feeling some panic on the right. JT, don't they know they're hurting their own side as well? Yes, I know. That's exactly what I'm thinking. But they just, let me put it this way. Thank heavens for stupid criminals. Post office. DeJoy. Let's see if there's any more information to be had here. They're blindly flailing. Or the Republicans are blindly flailing. The Trump administration specifically. They're throwing everything they can at the wall to see what sticks. Moon. Empress. Nine of Cups. Eight of Wands. Four of Swords. Okay. There might be something of a honeymoon phase that actually lasts for quite a while with Harris, because we're all just very excited. This is great. But I know they're already going after her on Fox News. I regularly have to endure a bit here and a bit there of Fox News, and so I have some idea what they're doing over there. And oh, she is the worst thing ever, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. But America's hurting. Empress is the card for America, and the moon is just howling at the moon. And America is hurting. The illness, the economy, the UK's already gone. The UK has already gone into recession. They just made it official. The UK, who did a better job than we did, they're still in recession. And you know, the evictions, I mean, all this stuff coming against us. We're tired, we're fed up, and this is a merchant card. It can be the wish card, but quite often, because I get cups or ghosts in this deck for this reading, it's like a happy person happy with democratic choices because something has to give. I mean, it's kind of one of the sort of underlying slogans of this election is something's got to give. This can't continue. And then I get, quite often in this deck, I get these imps for Democrats. Sometimes I get pentacles, but sometimes I get the imps. And this is the Eight of Wands. This is that rancor. This is them being in disarray. And then this Four of Swords. This is the quiet as a tomb. And I think what this is talking about, what it feels like, is this is where we are. We're hurting, and people turn to the Democrats. And then you have the right around the election, right after the election, you've got Republicans trying to figure out what the heck they're going to do. But it feels like they're out of power. They become the minority, and they like being the minority because they like to whine about how unfair and everything is. It's easier than actually governing, which their whole party platform. They're kind of like, in England, they had the Monster Raving Loony Party. It was basically, last night, I could be wrong. I think they may have taken on some more candidates, but for a long time, I think it was just one guy. And he instead of, Green Party or Labor or, whatever, no, it was the Monster Raving Loony Party. And the number one plank in the platform was you cannot hold office. So anytime he'd win, because people would vote for him out, if they were fed up with something or they were unhappy with what was going on, and they were unhappy with both candidates for something, they'd just all vote for him. And then he would say thank you and not take office. But the Republicans are a little bit like the Monster Raving Loony Party in that they don't want to govern. They want no governance. They want Wall Street, do whatever you want. Trump, do whatever you want. Rule of law only applies to the little people. If you don't have money, you don't matter. So, but I'm not getting anything specific about DeJoy himself. All right, DeJoy. Wow. I have trouble even reading. I'm like, I reach out my energy and I kind of get in my mind's eye this kind of picture of someone's like it's like them, but it's like their spirit. It's not really them, of course. But it's like the spirit version of them. In my mind's eye, it's like I'm like reaching out and then I can see the person doing whatever their spirit is doing. But I reach out to him. He's as psychic as the brick. He is completely shut off any kind of intuition. So I reach out for his energy and it's just like, hello, I can't even get his attention. Knight of Ghosts. So the Knight of Cups, the active Democrats, Tower, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. They're going to get rid of him. Somehow they're getting rid of him. I got the Justice card down here, and then I've got a Tower here for him. They're going to get rid of him. And then the post office can be able to go back to work. And they're going to do a great job like they normally do. This is work, and this is fruits of labor. And this is that jerk. So, yeah. I can stop reading on, I feel like I just read on DeJoy. I didn't even cause a ripple in the astral water. He feels the Zippo. It is a kitty bath. Okay. So, hello, sweetheart. The conspiracy theory. Okay, and unlike certain readers out there, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just saying, keep an eye out, be vigilant. I am going to now read on a conspiracy theory to see if what I'm being told, if there's any truth to it. Heck, I've read on all kinds of things, and I usually get very mundane answers. Really annoys some people, but oh well. All right, so we are at almost 37. Okay. Okay, conspiracy theory. Have sorting machines been removed at Iowa post offices? Is it Iowa specifically? Has anybody heard this theory? Is it in different places? JT Autumn, I hope my question on DeJoy didn't wipe out your energy too much. It's no, I'm fine. He's the energy's kind of heavy. But boy, he's a brick. He's a brick. Why waste energy on conspiracy theories? I hear you, but I don't know. Not a spirit. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Let me ask. Let me see what I get. All right. Close my eyes, reaching out for the energy. Are they removing sorting machines to slow down the mail? Is the intent? Are they removing machines with the intent to slow down the mail? Is this coming from DeJoy or someone in the Trump administration? It's on the news in Iowa. Wow. Alchemy, I don't post conspiracy theories. Pretty annoyed to be accused of it. I am not well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I certainly I I don't feel like it was I don't feel like I was accusing you of something. I saw that. I went looking for it. So someone passed on information to me. I went looking for it, and I couldn't find a major news outlet that was covering it, or even a local one. Therefore, to me, until you brought it up, but I'm reading on what I saw. So, I'm sorry, but it's not about you. Sorry, or yeah, okay. I'm reading on what I saw. So you reminded me, basically, for which I'm grateful. Well, there is much gnashing of teeth. We know that, and the energy is very clear that there is much gnashing of teeth. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, the sharp claw nail reach of the worst of the Republican Party. I mean, drawn to the nails. If you can see can you see the nails? Sharp nails. Okay, Page of Cups. They didn't see it coming. Knight of Wands. High Priestess. Three of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. This feels like hearings on this. There are going to be hearings on this. Basically, if you think about the original, like in the what do you call it? In the Rider Waite deck, the Ace of Wands, it's the hand, sort of like the hand coming out, and it's got the great big wand, and with which to take action or to beat you about the head, kind of thing. This is a knight with the wand to come and beat you about the head, kind of thing. It's like it's like a knight with a great big wand coming up against unarmed people just trying to do their jobs. It's like he just came in and just it's like DeJoy's coming in just wailing on the post office. And right at the center of it there's a plan behind this. There's a big plan behind this. And this has actually got Kushner, Miller, Trump's energy all over it. And this is part of this. This is like the strongest card here. There's a plan to do as much as possible. And we are going to find out some things about Kushner that he's going to need bodyguards because we're so fed up with him. Yes, I didn't see what was said, but please keep it PG in the chat. I don't swear on this channel. I don't use trigger words. We're just here to read. We're just here to read on the news. But they're going to look into this, and the end card is the same one I got for the other reading, which is they're going to fix it, and the people in the post office will be able to just go back to doing their work. So there is very much a plan here. Very much a plan. So why couldn't I find this when I looked, when I heard about this and I went looking? Why isn't this being covered by NBC, CNN? I mean, removing sorting machines, that's a big flippin' deal. Oh, if only we had a working DOJ. That would be lovely. But we don't. All right, so why aren't we hearing about this on Rachel? Oh, Rachel. How many days now until the election? Oh, um, I'll find a countdown. All right, Knight of Pentacles. Well, you can't say that they're out to make money. I mean, the news people. This is big. You know, why wouldn't they? Here we go. I'll make sure you guys can see this. 82 days, 11 hours, 9 minutes, 26 seconds. Okay. Might leave that tab open for future. Until the election. Oh, geez, don't do that. Okay. All right, back to this. Oh, is NPR covering it? Good, good. Glad to hear that. Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. There's so much to cover. It's kind of a fire hose right now. Between the center, the main thing they're covering is the illness. But this is a Thief card. Movement. It feels, it actually, this, I'm being drawn to kind of the arch. It's almost like they want to cover it, but they're covering so much. It's like they just skim right above it and keep going. So, Dave, does Trump think that we must be only fair to him and not to everyone? Well, his idea is he doesn't want us to be fair to him. He doesn't. He wants us to just praise him. That's it. He doesn't want fairness. Fairness is he's right, he's perfect. He's the greatest. And if I say anything else, if I continue talking along those lines to give examples, I'm going to just, be too queasy to keep reading. Anyway, all right, we are at 47 and a half. Okay, 48. Will there be, let's start with, will there be presidential debates? See if. Will there be presidential debates? Okay, let me close my eyes here, reach out for the energy. Are there going to be presidential debates? Trump thinks, of course, that he wants debates. He wants more debates. He's going to wipe the floor with Sleepy Joe. And the reality is what it feels like is he would make such a fool of himself. I mean, I'm not just saying that as a Democrat. I mean, it feels like, oh, wow. Do you remember when that one time he was debating Hillary and she wiped the floor with him so badly right at the end? He was ripping up his notes. He stood there as the thing ended. He wouldn't go shake her hand. He picked up his notes and he was like this, ripping up the paper and teeth grinding, and it was like, wow. All right, will there be presidential debates? Basically, Biden could just show up, just be a decent human being and win. Will there be presidential debates? Will we mend our relationship with other countries? I have been getting that very much so. It's like relief all across Europe specifically. Just, oh. All right, 9 of Pentacles. Oh, Trump wants there to be. We know that. Okay. Knight of Swords. I wanna 5 of Pentacles. Oh, Trump does realize that there wouldn't be an audience, right? And Trump has actually already said that he won't do another rally if there are empty seats. But there wouldn't be anybody there. so Trump wouldn't get the crowd worked up. This is Trump's corruption. Look at me, I'm so rich. Therefore I'm richer. I think Trump thinks he's richer than Biden, therefore of course he's better, because if you have money, you're better than everybody else. Uncover the news just in. House Oversight Chair. Yes, please. Where are we? Okay, let me read this and then let's see how that bill's going to do. That's important. That's really, really important. Let me copy and put that down here. We only have fan voices played. Yeah, there's going to be, like a laugh track. There's going to be an applause track just for Trump. And yes, he is that pathetic, but we knew that. Presidential debates. Look at me. I'm going to go after him. Oh, wait, there's going to be no crowd. Well, I'm important. And then he makes a fool of himself. And the Democrats. And Biden wins the debates. Ghost Cup celebrating. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I'm going to look so good. I'm so great. I'm so great. I'm going to attack him. He's a loser. He's just, oh my gosh. And no audience. Yeah, this corruption. And then the debate, he's going to lose so badly. He's going to lose so badly. Don't do it, Trump. You will lose. Oh man, it's just a bill. I know that, Harry's mom, but I'll read on in a few minutes here. Okay, so that's what would happen if there were debates. Are there going to be debates? Oh, Trump's going to lose. He's going to lose those debates. He's going to lose the election. He is. I will go on the record because I've read on this over and over and over and over. So will there actually be presidential debates? Ten of Swords. That doesn't look good for Trump. That doesn't, because remember this card has been coming up for years about Trump being hit politically. Two of Pumpkins, his pumpkins, pentacles, unsteady energy, justice. I don't know that Trump's going to be able to debate. Come on, Cy Vance. There's Pelosi in the middle. Pelosi's in the middle of this reading. And there's Biden, King of Ghosts, King of Cups. Witnesses. Shocked. Witnesses. Us shocked at what we're hearing from witnesses. The debate starts soon. So if somebody's going to step in and get in the way, and that's what the cards are saying, check with other readers, of course. No reader's 100% accurate. I'm not. But I'm reading on the collective energy, and this is what I'm getting. Someone's going to get in the way. Get in Trump's way from doing this. All right, is there going to, then let me see. Where are we? We're at 54 exactly. All right, so let's say 54:30. Is there going to be a vice presidential debate? Excuse me. Is there going to be a vice presidential debate? Would Mother approve? Oh, likes do help. They really do. Thank you. Would he be, even with millions of people watching, is Pence allowed to stand there and talk to a woman? Then again, Mother might be there, so it might be okay. And I feel like I'm making fun of him by saying that, but that's really what he calls her. And, you know, if I thought for a minute that it was like, hey, I'm not going to make fun of him because, you know, maybe that's what he's into, you know, do you know what I mean? That's what he's into. But I don't think that's it. I think it's just creepy. Is there going to be a VP debate? Oh, Harris Pence, vice presidential debate 2020. Was there going to be one? Getting kind of a hollow feeling. I don't know why. Center of my body. Like dread. Page of Cups. Okay. Okay, she's a senator. Okay. But this would definitely be her first time debating at this I mean she was in the primary, but this is a different level. This is a new this is a level few people get to, and you don't get to it often. All right. Pence has done this before, but she is not. That's what I'm getting for that. Fair enough. And then I get the Ace of Cups, which is an overflowing amount of emotion. And I think we're asking too much right now. I think we're asking too much of her and Biden. It's up to us to vote. I think we shouldn't expect them to do more than just be decent people and good candidates. And that's all they need to be. It's up to us to vote. So I'm really concerned about that people are going to expect the two of them to, you know, it's going to be, you know, fists of fury, or in Trump's case, tiny fists of fury. Ace of Ghosts, Eight of him. Just it's there's disarray in the Republicans. It's growing. It's growing. Celebrating Democrats in the middle. Eight of Bats, Queen of Bats. Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords. This is holding still. This is holding yourself still. You could move, you could leave. Getting it all wrapped up, specifically in this deck. The Queen of Swords, she was a prosecutor. Well, it does make it, it's very clear who would win. I mean, I'm literally not even seeing Pence. He's not even in this reading. Yeah, the kitty's napping. Pence literally isn't even in this reading. It would be a vice presidential debate between Pence and Harris. If you are American, if you are of age, I am begging you to vote. I am begging you to vote. Magician. Two of Pentacles, Temperance. Trump needs to stop the blood loss in the polls. Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands, World. All right, is he gonna? Is that mean he's gonna dump Pence? Because Pence isn't even showing up in these cards. Is Trump, I haven't gotten it before. Let's see, is Trump going to dump Pence as VP? Choose somebody else. Doesn't feel like it. He's afraid he's going to lose the evangelicals completely if he dumps Pence. Six of Swords. Well, that is movement. But it can also be going forward. Let's see. Leaving. Hierophant. Generosity. Institutions. Generosity. Happy Democrats. Insult to injury. Interesting. Here's the thing. I think it's complicated. What I'm getting is I really think it's complicated. Because I did get a card of, this could be a card of moving away. Okay, moving away. And Trump has so botched his institutional job of helping the poor, the needy, the homeless, the soon to be homeless, you name it, that people are really, really turning to Democrats. So then Trump, he adds insult to injury to make it worse. And it makes his position worse. But then I have someone new. And in theory, I would say, oh, okay, maybe it's Pence leaving and then someone new, like Nikki Haley starting out. I think it's more complicated than that. There's something that is not straightforward between here and the election. There's hello, cat. Let me read on the House Oversight bill, and then I'll see if I can come back to this. I've got to get away from this out of this energy for a minute because there's a cross current that something. There's just a sudden cross current in the energy ahead. 64. All right. House Oversight Chair introduces a bill to freeze Postal Service changes amid the pandemic. Freezing Postal Service. The bill, is it going to get anywhere? You know, it might not be Nikki Haley. If he wants to get a woman to not be outdone, but he doesn't want to lose the evangelical vote. Who's his fangirl? I'd say the not that there's anything wrong with dyeing your hair, but come on, there are so many bottle blondes at Trump. Paula White, bottle blondes at Trump rallies. I don't know about her. I'm not saying it would be her, but I'm saying he could choose a woman and still not lose the evangelical vote. We know, but I'm not saying he would, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Becca. If he gets rid of Pence and he chooses Nikki Haley, he's going to lose some of the evangelical vote, and he cannot afford that. He needs to fire up his base in a big way. All right, but I'll come back to this in a minute. Let me read right now. The bill to freeze postal changes. Is that gonna get anywhere? The bill. Oh heck, it doesn't feel good. Becca's saying no auto. He would do something that stupid. Rebecca's saying maybe he'll choose Flynn's lady lawyer. Oh, yeah, I can't remember what her name was. But she's not pretty enough for him. Ugh. All right. The bill. The Oversight Committee has introduced to freeze postal changes. Feels dead in the water, but let me see. The bill to freeze postal change. Why? Okay, you're okay in the camera. Quiet as a tomb. That's the card for the reading. Star. We have hope. We hear about it. Yay! Knight of Ghosts, Knight of Cups. Look at that. He's got the bill. He's moving forward. We have the hope that yes, this could go forward. Save the election. Save the post office. Post office. This feels like they're drying up. It's not revenue. Their situation, their financial situation, drying up quickly. 8 of Swords, the same place. Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords. That's a sword of truth. But I don't know when this comes in because this feels like it just gets tied up. McConnell's not going to go for this. Why should he? They introduced this white thing, but it just gets tied up. It's like it's unrolled and just added to tying things up. I do like in this deck the kitty's playing with it down in the corner. I don't know if it's bright enough you can see that, but I love that. Anyway, sword of truth will come, but is it going to come before the election? DLC, the anti-woman part of the base may not go along with dropping Pence. The sword of truth to save the post office, to stop the changes. Does something like this happen before or after the election? Trump won't sign it. Hanged man suspension. Sun. Well, it's calling attention to the problem. That's good. Sun. 10 of Cups, pushing. All of this is just pushing more and more voters to vote Democrat. More and more. Center of the reading partnership. Democrats. Chariot, moving quickly. This car, in this case it's a hearse, but whatever. This chariot moving quickly. It feels like do my little puppet show, my little tarot puppet show. It feels like this car, it like muscles all these Republicans out of the way. It's like, quickly shoves them out of the way. I don't think it's gonna. It can't get past Trump. It can't get enough votes. I'm not even sure McConnell would bring it to the floor. Postal workers do not favor this slowdown. It makes their job a lot harder. I mean, obviously there are Republicans and Democrats who work for the post office, but it's just making their lives that much harder. And there are other ways too. Elizabeth, I do have Biden's health on the list. So let me see if I can get to it. Okay, Joe Biden's health. 71. All right, Joe Biden's health. He really is that stupid, Becca's saying, that I wouldn't put it past him to have another government shutdown before the election. I think I read on that, and there was something that got in the way of him doing it, but yeah, of course he would. Of course he would. Biden's health. Hello, Uncle Joe. How's your health? Surprisingly good. He's tired, but he's feeling good. Judgment. Oh, every little tiny thing he does is going to be, of course, Hillary sneezed and, she's a weak woman and she's dying. Oh, he can see the cracks in the Okay, Gene. Biden can see the unsteady energy on the other side. He can see the sabotage going on. He knows that whoever he has picked, he knows that she's just going to be a punching bag for the right, and so is he. And they're going to come up with all kinds of conspiracy theories, birtherism. She wasn't born here. Of course, she's the Russian spy, I'm sure. Blah blah blah. She was friends with Beau Biden. I'm sure they're going to try to turn that into something icky. I could tomorrow, Kristen, but probably not today. Sorry. 10 of Swords. He's actually in good shape, but this feels like what's going to happen to Trump, not him. It's like he's here to witness what happens to Trump and to be a part of what happens to take down this fascism. Biden has Beau by his side. Yeah, I think so too. There's so much love between them. It's beautiful. This 10 of Swords, I'm guessing that's Dumpty. Look, the corrupt businessman. Guess who that is? The Emperor. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pumpkins. I asked this 10 of Swords. The guy, usually the guy on his back with just his back just covered in 10 swords in a row in his back. Is that Trump? I got the corrupt businessman, the Emperor. Could you be any clearer? Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, corrupt businessman whose fortunes are about to change. And I've got this Page of Pentacles again. Again, this feels like someone else is in the party is about to surprisingly come into power. It's what I keep getting. I have trouble logically. I'm like, oh, come on. You know, we've heard it all. It's all the impeachment's gonna stop him. This is gonna stop him. The Mueller report's gonna stop. And it's like, it's just logically, I'm like, please. But I keep getting the same thing. There's something weird. All right, so let me go back to, I think Biden's okay, actually. Honestly. 76. Okay, put 76 there, but will he pick someone else as VP? We'll deal with some of this other stuff. And lastly, and I'm surprised none of you asked, but lastly, before I go, I do want to look at, will Kamala Harris become POTUS? That will be the last question. But before that, there's this weird thing. Oh, you're okay, sweetheart. You're okay. It's okay, good boy. You are precious. Okay. So, is Trump going to, like, dump Pence and pick Paula White, or do something extreme and weird, and you know he'd do it just for the ratings? What do you think, precious one? He says, I'm tired. I'm making noise. So is Trump gonna just do something wild, like dump Pence and get an evangelical woman to, or you know, something to get ratings and rev up the base? And okay, let's see, Trump, what are you gonna do? Ivanka. He would like it to be Ivanka very much, but it wouldn't help him. Page of Pentacles again. Who the heck is the Page of Pentacles? Because this person, it doesn't feel like a young person as much as it feels like somebody who, it's kind of like if there was, heaven forbid, because I don't want anybody getting hurt. I don't want Trump getting hurt. I don't want Pence getting hurt. I don't want them getting sick. I don't want them getting hurt. I just want justice. Regular, old-fashioned, plain old, judicial justice. But what I'm saying is, if there was, it feels almost like if there was God forbid, there was some terrible, like, plane crash or something, and it, like, runs through the line of succession, and then suddenly the spotlight lands on this person. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, because the actual line of succession would, but I'm just saying it's almost like if something happened and then the line of succession to become the president, it's like it just goes way down the list, and then the spotlight on this person, and this person's like, what? kind of what that feels like. There's someone diminished. There's someone or someone who becomes the leader somehow in the Republican Party, but they are, the power of the GOP is either this diminished, or it's somebody who's not, who never thought that they'd be in the situation, kind of thing. Not really. It might be the power of the GOP that's that diminished. Let me see. Trump acting crazy. Oh, you can see the writing on the wall. There's the world. He can see happy, energized Democrats. He knows judgment is coming for him. He's going to use the government, every power he has to try and disrupt this, because it's making him mad, so he can stay emperor. I think it's more government stuff that he's using. But let's see what else I can pick up. Will Trump dump Pence? Okay. Well, depends on what the, oh, what do you call it? Hang on, I need to close my door. 1 second. Sorry about that. It depends what his, what the numbers are looking like. Oh, we know he's gonna lie. Lie. But the lies aren't working. There's too much sunlight. We know the playbook. Pence is useful for Trump's ego. Trump's gonna use the government. That's actually what he's gonna do. He's gonna use the government to undermine things. And I've been saying this all along. The next 82 days, 11 hours, whatever, they're going to think of things that we're like, what? That's a thing? Who would have thought to decimate the post office, that would help Trump? I mean, it's like, what? Yeah. Pull that rabbit out of the hat. And the rabbit's like, what? I didn't want to be here. I was just eating a carrot somewhere, and can you put me down, please? Oh, I've only got 4 cards here. Ace of Wands, taking an action. 7 of Swords, the Thief card. Hierophant, that's bar. Not Hierophant, Hermit, that's bar. In this deck, that's bar. This noxious fumes. And 10 of Swords. It's gonna hurt Trump. It's gonna hurt Trump what he's doing, but all right. Well, I'm not getting a queen right there, so. But expect much craziness. Much craziness. Dave. Anyway. All right, so the last question, because I think it is wildly important, and I'm shocked you guys didn't ask, but then again, that's because you had other great questions, for which I am eternally grateful. 85. Will Kamala Harris become President of the United States? Thank you, Sandra. Will What do you think, Kitten? Would that be exciting? That would be very exciting, wouldn't it? Yes, that would be very exciting. But let's see. Well, Kamala Harris. Will she become President Harris? Will she become President of the United States? Let me close my eyes. Sorry. You still with me? Okay. Will Kamala Harris become President of the United States? Oh, yeah, they're going to beat her up. They're probably Trump's corruption and the hearings in the court cases up after everything that was done. It's just, oh, it's just going to beat her up, beat all of us up. But yeah, Queen of Swords. I'm guessing that's her card now. She's the Queen of Swords. It makes sense. She was a prosecutor. Taking action. They're going to try to undermine her left, right, and center. We know that. Two of Wands. There's going to be lies told about her. Oh my gosh. Next thing you know, she's going to be a next thing we're going to hear is she ran a brothel for cats and dogs, with cats and dogs for bribe money. I mean, they're going to just make stuff up. 2024. She's got a lot to she's going to be so beaten up. I think that there's a possibility that she'll have had enough of politics, to be perfectly honest. But let me see. Let me see if I can get any more information, because all I'm getting is the sort of near future, whereas I'm thinking about 2024 specifically. But if at any point if Biden steps down, for entertainment purposes only, Martian bots are out thick now. I have my downvote of the day. I've been told it is likely a bot, but I get several every day. President Kamala Harris in 2024. Harris and Vice President, whomever she picks. A Harris / someone else ticket 2024. Kamala Harris 2024. Will she become President of the United States? Standing up there on Inauguration Day. Oh, we would be riveted, wouldn't we? We would be absolutely riveted. The world would be riveted. It would be so awesome. Anyway. Harris Booker? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that, Heartbreak. Sabotage. Spies and sabotage. But fruits of labor. Man, she's going to get a lot done in this next 4 years. Holy cats. Whoo, they've got a lot. Her and Biden, they've got so much to do. She's going to work with, it feels like she's actually going to, that actually might be Pelosi. She might be working with Pelosi on stuff for so long. And then there's Judgment. I'm not getting an answer. Might be too early. President Harris. No, I'm getting near-term stuff. I'm not getting anything. I'm sorry. I was hoping I'd be able to tell you, but I'm not getting an answer. I'm getting near-term stuff. So I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, well, that's gonna do it for me today. Oh, tired. But I will be back tomorrow. I will rest up. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to our, there's Jean, right? Kathy W. Thank you so much to our troll slayers, our moderators. You guys make this possible. Thank you. All right, everybody. And I hope you guys have a great day. Hang in there. There are good days ahead. There really are. And, oh, Jay's saying as far as Kamala Harris, we can block for her like an offensive line. Protect the queen. Yes. Absolutely. All right. Hang in there, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Thanks.